Is that really what he's supposed to look like? Hello everybody and welcome back to Mr. Grimm's Place. Today is a review day for the Halloween 2 figure that I've literally been waiting way too long for. It's kind of funny. I've watched people receive these for like the past 2 months, and when I asked the store that I purchased this from when I was going to receive mine, and I was very nice about it, they basically told me, don't message us, we don't know. NECA hasn't even gotten their shipments in. Anyway, that was a load of BS, and I think we all know that by now. But me personally, I've had a lot of issues with NECA in the past. A lot. I've owned quite a few NECA figures in the past, and yeah, sometimes they have some quality issues. Things falling off, paint not matching. For example, like his coveralls. Like this is that rubberized stuff around his middle. Sometimes the arms and legs wouldn't match. The Freddy Krueger Part 1. We won't get into that. Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to review this because it really seems like NECA really screwed the pooch on this one. Not only did they falsely advertise what it was going to look like, but it's still there on the box. Oh my god. It's like the biggest foobar I've ever seen in my life. Like, these are pre-production, pre-licensed photos. And that's how they're selling it, I guess. Admittedly, that looks way better than that. Which is why a lot of people seem to be upset, because they did the same thing with the 2018 figure. You know, it's whatever. Now, as you can see, I collect the Black Series and other stuff, so I felt it was, like, only right for me to review this. And like I said, I've owned several NECAs over the years, and they all have had issues, which is why I don't own any right now. So we're gonna get into this on the table and break it down and kind of go over the good, the bad, and why the hell did they do that. So let's get into that right now. Let's do this. So first of all, I want to look at the box, because that's where a lot of the issues I have with it begin. So it's a normal NECA box. The front is just a movie poster. Inside there's nothing. And we've got an actual photo of this figure with this head sculpt, which is nice that they included at least one. Side says Halloween 2. So here's the problem. These are the pre-production photos. This one, this one, this one, and that one. I don't know about the pumpkin. I don't really care about that either. But look how good those look. They look great. That's the box. I mean, it's normal NECA box. We've all seen a NECA box. Movie poster up front and center. So that's great. That's cool. But we gotta look at the figure. And I'm gonna set this up the way it came out of the box. So yeah. So I have some Black Series over here to kind of compare height. But anyway, we're gonna get into this first. So that's just so you know. So first of all, he comes out of the box like this. The detail is pretty decent. Focus. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go over the body and paint job on the body first. So, a huge thing that I would love to point out, first of all, is that all of the bullet holes and wounds and stuff are 100% accurate on this figure. Minus a little hole up here, but that's whatever. I only bring this up because I've done H1 and H2 costumes, and once you've seen it, you know where the stuff belongs, and they did a really good job with it. even up on the shoulder there. And it's not overly bloody or overly dirty looking. I personally think it could be a little dirtier, especially when you get into the legs. The legs are just straight green painted. You know, but it looks good. Now I want to talk about the head sculpt, which is an issue across the board with all the heads. Big issue is this is not the head sculpt they advertised, which isn't a huge deal because it still looks pretty decent. But to me, looking dead on, it looks more like a resurrection mask. Also, if you can see inside there, you can see his eyes. Yeah, they did a really bad paint job on his eyes. He's cockeyed. We got one pupil looking that way, and we got this pupil looking dead on. It's really bad. What I do like, though, is that they used... You can see through there. The mask is literally a shell that covers the actual head. Now, I want to talk about the hair. Hair's pretty good. I got no complaints with the hair. I've seen some guys customizing these, taking the hair off because it is separated, and putting real hair on it. That's fine, do what you want. But what I like most is people are painting the correct marks and stuff. And he does have the neck wound. But overall, the shape's fine. I'm a little disappointed, but I'll get over it, I promise. Now, he has all the posability of a Black Series, which is better than NECA normally does. They're 100% guilty of doing the bare minimum, I've noticed over the years. It's nice to see that this one goes a little above and beyond with the poses and stuff. Even the legs are good. I think what they're afraid of is that it's not going to look good, which I completely understand. I do got some leg wobble, but that's fine. That's pretty normal when you get into action figures. Boots are pretty good. However, I don't know if you can see that. The ankle isn't painted black, it's green like everything else. And I really don't like that. I might paint that black myself. We'll see. Now, again, I'll talk about the complaints I've always had over the years with NECA figures is stuff like this. That literally fell off right out of the box when I first opened it. Sorry about the motorcycles. Yeah, like this hand, it's the hand's fault. It does not want to stay on very well. And actually when I was posing it, it just popped right off. So, that's an issue. And that's an issue I've always had with NECA. But that's okay. I do want to get into the hands and the props now. So as you can see, these two hands came out of the box. This one, my only assumption is for this one. It kind of fits in here. Not very well, but it fits. Nothing else really fits in that hand. Even the scalpel's too small for that hand. So I don't know what this hand's for. But that's something to consider. It's got a thumb pointed forwards. I'm sure somebody has this online somewhere, what these are for. But that's my guess right there. And we got this plain open hand, relaxed hand, which is fine. But it's kind of silly to have this one. I wish they would have had like a fist or something, but that's okay. This is for the end scene with the scalpel and the bloody eyes, but we'll get into that in a minute. Then you got this hand. which is a tight hand. This is for the knife and the hammer. Hold on. So this fits the knife and the hammer perfectly. No wiggles, no wobbles. It looks pretty good to me. And then we got the L-Rod knife, which nobody recognizes this knife with this movie. It's always the scalpel or the needle. So that's that one for those. Now I want to look at this one for the scalpel, which is my favorite hand because it looks relaxed, but it's definitely gripping something. So I like that one. Looks pretty good. And you match that with this one. And you stick his hand up here, up to his face. Somebody did it really well online, I saw. I can't get his hand up there, but they had it. And it looks good. With the big wide open hand and the scalpel. So, let's look at these hands up close and see what they look like. Put this on Iran. So, the open hand looks good. There's quite a bit of detail, but there's minimum paint. It's just a wash on it. But it looks great. There's no funky looking edges. They've been taken care of really well. Relaxed hand. And then this odd one. So the detail's good on those. And the props look pretty good. I mean, I don't think it really gets any better than this. This one's as plain Jane as it gets, honestly. There's no wood grain on the handle, like with other props they've done. This one's really good. It's even got a sharp point on the tip. And then the scalpel's really good too. So, now we're going to get into the pumpkin. So, I don't think the pumpkin's anything special, personally. You could get some like spider webs and stuff, and maybe a little mini LED to put in the back, and it would be really cool. But other than that, there's nothing really wild going on here, in my opinion. Now I'm going to look at these other two heads. So this is the blood tears, which the hairstyle's different. No, it's not. It's the same. Same hair. This one's a little grimier looking. Now, I don't know if you can see this discoloration in the hair, but it's weird. I don't know why they did that. But that's alright. So you can't really tell, but the mask is a shell around the inside, which is the eyes. These eyes actually look a little better, but you can't really see them. But yeah, that's that one. And then the Tramer, which actually is a different sculpt, I think. Oh no, hold on, let me see. Yeah. The eyes are different. And it looks thinner. That's weird. This one's okay. You can't see it, but there's like sparkles and glitter on the paint. Yeah, you can't see it on the camera, but it's there. Hair's different. It's okay. To be honest with you, I don't know why you're getting a Tramer with this body, but I'll show it with it on. So here you have it. It doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look right. You know what I mean? So I grabbed a flashlight so you can see these eyes, because these eyes look really good. You can see his eyes there. Those look really good. I wish these eyes were in this head, because they don't look that good. But I digress. Let me take this head off and put on the blood tears. And then, yeah, I'll show you the size comparison with these Black Series I have over here. So this one looks really good on it. And we'll look at his eyes too, because I like his eyes as well. One eye's slightly shut. You can see the blood. Looks really good. I'll give it to him. That looks good. And it looks good with low light, because you can't see the eyes. So let's do a height comparison here with a couple figures I got. So first of all, I got Bosk here. These are 6-inch figures. I forget what scale these are. Does it say on the box? No, it doesn't say what scale it is. Well, those of you who do know the scale, yeah. So Bosk is basically average height for the 6-inch. I think he is a 6-inch exact. Then you got Lab. Yes, this is from the 6th scale line. Yeah, she's tiny. And then we got Chewie, who is taller, actually. Just a little bit. So, that's to put that into perspective. I think that this is a great figure, but it could have been better. The what could have been on the box really sells that to me, that this could have been so much better. But what can you do, you know? Licensing is weird. Sometimes you can't get away with what you want. And judging by those images, it totally looks like a TOTS H2 mask. And they probably couldn't get away with that. Knowing TOTS and the way they are, they probably gave them a fit. So that is my review. Hopefully this was helpful to people who want to buy. My honest opinions on this is it's a great figure. I mean, considering there hasn't ever been an H2 figure, this is great. It's fine. I do just wish the head sculpts were a little better, and the paint up was better. But other than that, it's good. I really can't complain. And the accessories are great. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was a good video for you to really get the idea of what this is. And hopefully make you a better shopper, a more informed shopper. And thank you very much for watching. Catch you next time. Like, comment, and For the love of God, please subscribe.